Hey, it is your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. We're zooming in and focusing in a little bit more on a follow-up to our last session in the series of really understanding how to cope and manage with an engulfment or enmeshment of feelings if you have been in a relationship with a malignant narcissist, a borderline, a psychopath, someone who has projected or ascribed or falsely accused several different qualities to you which you have not really committed onto them. So ascribing insecurities, blame, scapegoating, denying your reality, not letting you have your feelings, not letting you speak up, not letting you be. This can be very stifling, and oftentimes it's very difficult to sort it all out, sort out your feelings from theirs, and really sort of get on your own 2 feet again. And we're going into a little bit more, especially as it relates to the anger of being violated or being betrayed by these type of individual who present with a personality disorder and have essentially, you have now found yourself to be the target, the victim, the one who's scapegoated, the one who is pathologically lied to, the one who has been ascribed false accusations, the whole 9 yards. So we're getting into really the understanding that if you have an undue amount of anger, you need to get the anger out. If you let it bottle up, it's going to stay and proliferate, and it's going to continue, it's going to fester, it's going to seethe, it's going to continue to play again and again and again in your body like a broken record. You're going to be like the one-hit wonder. Your body is only going to play this one tune again and again and again. And it can begin to a point where it can rule and over-dominate your life. It creates for a very unstable fabric within you emotionally, where you have anger that is unresolved, which means you have not worked through it. So it tends to pick up its head, and you find yourself yelling, making jabbing statements, sarcastic, pointed speech. You understand what I'm getting at. You're in a yelling match. You're in a constant conflict consciousness where you are agitated or unhappy, and you're feeling that your life is kind of in this anger impulse. And so furthermore, it's important, first of all, to recognize it and get some distance and say, okay, I am not happy living my life this way. I do not like the yelling. I don't like the slamming of doors. I don't like the slamming of drawers. I don't like the fact that things aren't getting done, disorganized, whatever the resultant is of this anger within you. You need to get it out. So number one, I recognize definitely having the anger purge. As we discuss in the book in the recovery journal, it is very important to have that anger purge first time in the day, where you get a pen and you get a notebook and you just write out anger purge. And this doesn't, you can title it anger purge. You can put anger purge on the top of each page, but I want you just to write everything that you do not feel good about. I feel hurt. I feel ignored. I feel abused. This house bothers me. This, the car, the kids, the this, the cat, the dog, whatever it is, just get it all out. And as you find you get it out, you get it out. You will work through it. And you'll begin to come to solutions. You'll be saying, you'll be able to see on paper outside of you these emotions that are all bottled up. You say, I didn't know I felt this way. I didn't know that I could do this. I didn't know I wanted this. Well, it's because it's all bottled up. And if you think of it almost in like a clear, opaque bottle, you don't know what's inside until you pour the bottle. So you need to literally uncork, pour it out. And oftentimes you need to do it through an anger release, an anger purge on the page, a depression purge, a sadness purge, an aloneness purge, whatever it is that is really kind of stifling you or holding you back. The betrayal purge, get it out on the paper and really begin to, create at least 2 to 3 to 4 longhand pages. And if you want to type, you can type it. Everybody has consolidated their life into their device. You need to have and bond with paper and pen. This is not going out of style. Happiness is not going out of style soon. You need to get to your happy space. And if anger is overwhelming taking up huge amount of space in your day, it's costing you too much. Your internal real estate is going to go bankrupt. If it's taking up 80% of your day, then this is too much. If it's taking up 50% of your day, it is too much. It should be taking up maybe 1% of your day. So we need to whittle it down. We need to get it down from the 80% down to the 1. So the important thing is to go through that purge list and, itemize it out. As we were saying in the previous video, you've got a snub list, and then how you've been reacting, how this person treated you, and then how you react. And then I want you to have a new section that says new response. New response. So you have to observe and get into the metacognition first before you can arrive at a new response. And for some people, they might just need to get into their body and get to a sense of calm where they can then see that they have an option, a choice of reacting and responding rather than the knee-jerk reaction of being angry or launching into this tirade of conflict. You need to look at some new responses, and you can only get to that quantum field, that prefrontal cortex, where you think differently, you feel differently, you're dressing differently, you're eating differently, you're earning more money, you're going for the job, you're now attracting these things in your life. It's because you're now living in that quantum field where the prefrontal cortex is opening, the information is becoming aware of, and you're now receiving these solutions, which are only available if you open up the space within you. So if anger has been, taking a rent in your body, taking up space in your body like a rent, like an internal real estate, the way I kind of look at it, then you need to get that out. It's not an asset. Anger can be an asset if it's 1-2%. It's not an asset if it's 100% or 80% or 50% of your being. That is going to cause you to feel devalued and really devalue your emotions, and you're not going to be living and having the relationships and drawing into your life what you want, the feel good, the happiness, the carefree, the freedom, the health, the vitality, the muscles, the smile, whatever it is that you are really truly wanting. You're not able to get to it if that is 100%, if the anger or a negative is overwhelming. So I want you to get it out, and then I want you to write the new response, the new feeling, new response, new feeling, new expression. New feeling, new response, new expression. And as we're saying here, and I'm going to wrap it up because I really am organizing this into a book, but I want to give it into bits of segments. So if this is helpful, then you can just let me know that it's helpful. But what I truly want you to understand is there is a miracle when you take pen to paper. When you actually go through the kinesthesiology of actually writing it down, you're sending a message to your body, your subconscious, and the universe. Yes, I said the universe. That means the quantum field of energy that you are ready to make a change. And when you are ready, the road will rise up to meet you. You will start, coming to, things will start coming to you. Solutions, people, money, job ideas, etc. They will begin to create a synaptic, event. They'll begin to work on inspiration and launching you into that higher vibration field, where basically you're happy, you're smiling. And then if you smile alone, then you can bring a smile to share with others. But you need to be able to, have that internal dialogue with yourself, with what we're getting to here, is I want you to then schedule, as we were saying earlier, if anger or depression is overwhelming your day, you're staying stuck in the house, you need to get a look at the percentage of time that you are indulging in these negative feelings and behaviors as a resultant of this relationship or this upbringing or this spouse or this job. You need to get a timer. And yes, I said a timer. You need to go to the Cook store, the Walmart, the Target, wherever your retailer is, and remember like the cooking timer, get it out for yourself. And if you're spending, 8 hours, you need to get it down to 45 minutes. Begin then with 45 minutes. Set the timer down to 45 minutes and give yourself a chance to sulk, be irritated, yell at people, destroy your whatever it is, you're doing for 45 minutes. Yelling in a pillow, writing down your anger purge. Give yourself 40 minutes. And then when that dinger goes off, I want you to have scheduled in your calendar, and I want you to get this. If you don't get this, then you're basically telling yourself that your future life and your healing, it does not matter. I want you to get an appointment book, like a day minder or an appointment book that has lines in it. Yes, you can get a journal, but you need to get something that has daily, like this, and you can schedule this in. You need to have an appointment book. If you've been a business owner, then you know what it is to have an appointment calendar. If you've had, a job, you might not have a business calendar, but if you've ever had to schedule appointments or schedule things, then you know how important this is. And but if you have not, then now is the time to start. And I want you to start scheduling in your positive feelings. Yes, if that sounds quirky, if that sounds odd, if that sounds queer, excellent. You are on the right path. You are experiencing a new feeling. You're getting out of your comfort zone, and you are actually scheduling in positive feelings, responses, and feeling states, emotion states into your calendar, so that your mind will automatically fulfill the orders that you commanded. That is the role of the subconscious mind. That is the beauty, that is the miracle behind it. And you need to get pen to paper. It puts it into motion. It puts it into being. It's calling it forth. So if you, for example, and this is my appointment book, and I'm going to just give you an example. So you might have from 8 to 9, you might just have that time where you're angry. But then I want you to schedule, 10 to 11, feel happy. Okay. And then, 1 to 1:45, feel inspired. This is an example. And I want you to kind of color code it or have a symbol so that this is an example. This is a very rough example, but this is what I'm working on. If you schedule feel happy, you need to feel happy and you need to set that timer. And really or feel inspired, or feel at peace, feel active, feel healthy. Scheduling in your feelings like an appointment book, and when you look at it, you go, wow, I'm supposed to be feeling inspired right now. And you say, I don't know what that is, peace and harmony. I don't know what that is. That is the miracle, because it's bottled up. It is in there. We need to get that out. Your little voice is crying out for it. And at first, you might just feel calm. And then you schedule in feel inspired from 1 to 2. Feel inspired with a little star next to it. Okay. You've got this on Wednesday. You've got this on Friday. You've got it the next week, the next week, the next week. And I want you to look at it and say, feel inspired. And what does that mean to me? Even if you're sitting in a chair or you're at your job and you're usually in the doldrums, you're usually feeling, paranoid, or you're not doing anything, and you're saying, feeling inspired. I'm supposed to be feeling inspired right now. What is that? What is that? What is that? You'll be asking yourself this question naturally and effortlessly, and then you'll find your body responding and following suit and giving you that exactly what it is that you've been looking for to feel inspired. Write your response down, and if you just want to say, yes, it works, that'll be enough validation that you've given this a try. But the thing is, you can't just do this for one day. You can't do it for only 2 days. You need to fill this up in your calendar like this for the next month, 2 months, 3 months. And you need to schedule it in, schedule it in, schedule it in. And with the repetition and experience, you will then not only feel inspired, you will be inspired, and you will be an inspired person. That is an example. Let me know when it works. Give me a thumbs up. Give me something that it works, and I'll know that it's made that radical change in your life that I'm so excited for you to experience. It's Peace and Harmony with you here today, and I hope that these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.